Hey guys, let's talk about this Cibest mini projector setup. I have it here already on a tripod. It's super simple to use. This is the W13 model, so you can connect the devices here via HDMI or via USB port. There is no way to connect via Bluetooth, at least for this model. And you can also connect something here to have a better sound, an external speaker, okay? Because an internal speaker here is not that loud, so if you have the need for a better quality, you just need to connect an external speaker here, okay? So I have here on a tripod, I just need to turn on, just press this button. As long as I have the cable connected here, it's going to work. And back there you see the image on a wall. You can also use a screen, okay? And then you can just adjust the focus here. There's a focus wheel that you can just adjust like this. You see back there, working pretty fine. And there we go. There's no way to adjust the angle here, right? So just need to put like straight projecting to the wall as better as you can, so it works that way, okay? Then you can use devices. I have here cell phones, I have a computer, and I can connect everything via HDMI cable. Let me just show you that I have my computer already with HDMI cable. So it's leaving my computer here, and I have the HDMI cable here close to the projector, so I can just use that way and connect to the HDMI port. Simple like this. As long as you have a good cable, it connects to the computer and it works right away, right? So super simple. I'll leave the link here in the description also for a good cable like this. I'm using a 4K HDMI cable. It's a long one, but worked pretty fine. Back there, just remember to use the remote control, like this one, that comes with the projector, and you select here an HDMI input. Just come there, and there we go. It's going to load here the image from the computer. Takes a while, and there we go. You see now that I'm using an extended mode, so I can basically use my computer here. See, when I move the cursor, it goes there, so I can move from screen to screen. Super simple, see? Down and up there. And anything that I play here is going to play in the projector. There we go. Let me just play something here. Now the sound is coming from the projector here, from this speaker, okay? Let me just pause this one. There we go. And then you can connect anything else that you want here. Let me just come here to the main screen. Just remember that you have a button here to go to home, and here you can select anything that you connect to via HDMI. Just right here you have the setup, the settings, and here you can play a movie, audio, photos, and text. These are done via USB. You see that I have no devices connected yet, so I can just connect a USB device and load the videos from there. This one, for example, is a USB thumb drive. I can just connect there and load the videos, right? Let me just show more things connected to the HDMI first here, and then later I can show you how to connect and play something here from the thumb drive. So there we go. Now I'm connecting here this Fire TV stick. Super simple. Just come here as well to the HDMI port and connect and select HDMI back there. As long as you have your Fire Stick working, you can just bring it in front of TV. It's already working back there. It's going to work here as well. So again, I come here to the HDMI port. I'm just grab the correct remote control here, select HDMI, and it's going to work. You see that's working now? And I have two remote control, one for the Fire Stick and one to control the projector, turn it on and off, control the volume, and go to the menu, right? There we go, super simple. Let me just remove this one and connect another one here, which is a Roku. It's just simple like this as well. Connect to the HDMI port, and it's going to project back there. There we go. As long as you have the HDMI selected there, you just grab the Roku remote control and you're good to go. You can also come here home and select whatever you want, right? There's just a trick to make the sound work with the Fire Stick. At first it's not gonna work, right? So I have another video here in the channel. I'll leave the link here in the card, so you can see how to fix the problem with the sound not working with the Fire Stick and this mini projector, which is the W13, okay? So working pretty fine here with the HDMI cable. You see I just disconnect there and it shows no signal. It's just simple like this. You connect something, it starts working. You can also connect cell phones like this. It's an Android device. Let me just show here that you just grab a cable like this. You need to use the correct cable, HDMI to USB-C. I'll leave the link in the description for this one as well, because there's a specific cable to work with this projector. Otherwise, it's not gonna work. You keep trying using different cables, it doesn't work, right? Well, let me just put the phone here. And then I connect the cable again, HDMI. And here, the other end, USB-C. I just connect to my phone. There we go. And then it's going to work back there. Okay, it's going to mirror there, or you can use Samsung DeX as well, depending on the model that you have for your phone. See, that's mirroring right now. So I play something here, it's going to play there. Again, audio coming from the speaker here. And I pause here, and I'm good to go. You can also use with an iPhone. It's the same principle, just connect your cable in your phone and you're good to go. No way to connect the Bluetooth, you just need to use the cable one more time. Now I'm using HDMI to Lightning because I have an iPhone 11, so I need to use the Lightning cable. You can use other cables as well. If you have a different iPhone with the USB-C, you can use it, right? Just connecting the Lightning cable here. There we go. And then HDMI is connected here to the projector. And I'm going to play back there. See, just wait for a while. It shows up there already. And it just play here. You see here, connected to AirPlay. That's the message that you see. Just pause here. And stops working, right? Remember something important, is not gonna play Netflix if you have your cell phone connected here. And trying to play Netflix, you're just gonna see a spinning wheel here on your phone. Is not gonna work. It's a protection for copyright, right? So it's not gonna work with Netflix, but you can connect to your computer. If you have your computer working, you can play Netflix from there using the web browser. So it works pretty fine as well. Now let me just connect here this USB-C thumb drive. You see it's a regular USB-A. And as long as you load the videos here, it's going to work. You can load videos here like .mp4 or .mov, and also audios like .mp3 or .wav, so it's going to work. I'm just connected here. And you also need to have the correct extension for the file and the format for the thumb drive, right? You need to format this correctly. I have another video here in the channel as well explaining how to format this to work with this projector. Otherwise, it's not gonna work. I've seen people trying, not working, because either the format for the thumb drive is incorrect or the extension file is incorrect. So just watch the video if you're trying to make it work. It's not working for you, right? So back there, remember that I need to come here with the remote control. Just grab it and come here to home. And then you can select whatever you have available back there. You see that when you come here to movies, if there is a movie there, it's going to load. You see that I have this one. When I hover over, you're gonna see if it works or not. In this case, it's unsupported file, so it's not gonna work. In this case, I have a file that's going to work. If you hover over here, it loads. It's a preview, and you just play on full screen. Again, audio coming from here. You can control the volume from here. See here, just control the volume from here. Super simple. And then I load another one here. You see, those are MP4 file. Again, audio.
This 6 feet pre-lit Christmas tree is a must-have. First off, the branches are on auto drop hinge design, which means they literally fall perfectly into place. No more spending hours fluffing and shaping. It's basically ready to go right out of the box. Just make sure to give it a little love.
Okay, so super easy to use. You see, there's a good quality, right, for this projector. And also you can control everything from here. You see the play button, the fast forward, and everything else, right? Stop button, everything else. Super simple. Then you just come back to the main screen here, and then you can play music as well, as long as you have the files there. You see that I have this one. It's a .mp3 file. See here? So it's basically working. Again, coming from the speaker. Another one here. This is a WAV file. I just hover over here and it starts playing already. Or I can play in full screen like this. Again, with all the controls here. Can stop, for example, and come back. And then also pictures. I have some pictures here. See this one, a PNG file. Then it loads the preview. You see here, high resolution. It loads there as a preview, and you can just press, it loads in full screen. With a high resolution file, especially with PNG, it takes a while to load. You see a back screen here. You think it's not working, but you just need to wait for a while and it's going to load, right? If you have this problem, you see that loads after some time. If you need something faster, instead of using PNG, like I have here, see, it takes a while to load with high resolution. You can even drop the resolution, use a lower resolution, or like I have here, it's still a PNG file. See, the loads faster because the resolution is 1920 by 1080, so lower resolution, and loads pretty fast comparing to the other one. Still a little bit slow, but faster than the other one. Or you can use JPEG. You see here, JPEG works pretty fast. When I try to load one, it loads right away. So I have another one here. You see how fast it loads. The JPEG, also 1920. No, it's more. This one is more. You see high resolution here, 2962 by 1670. So it's pretty high resolution and works pretty fast. Okay. And last here, see the text. So you can just go to your Windows device, create some text there, and use the extension .txt, and it works pretty fine. Just be careful if you're using a Mac. A Mac is going to create something like this. Even if I name it as .txt, it loads like this. It doesn't work pretty fine, all right? Because it's a RTF file. It's not a TXT really. Even if you name it that way, it doesn't work, right? So pretty good. And here you can just check the setup. You can just control the pictures here. Picture mode, you can change from standard to different modes. Soft, user, so you can control contrast, brightness, color, and sharpness. You can come back to the main menu there. Color temperature, aspect ratio, noise reduction, project and direction. So if you want to use this one for the ceiling, for example, you can just select here and also reduce the display size from 100% to a different value. See, 75, 76. You can just reduce the display size here. I like to use with 100%, better for me. And in settings here, you also can control the sound, so the sound mode, user, in different modes. You see standard for music, movies. You can just select here and see what works for you better. And the balance as well, auto volume, time, so you can use a sleep timer. Change the language from English to a different language, restore to the factory default settings, use the blending mode, OSD duration, blue screen, or software update. The software update is not really available, the menu is here, but it's not working, okay? And there we go. So it's a basic menu. There's no option for Bluetooth, and it works like this. And here, every time you have a USB connected here, you're gonna see that's here, right? If I just remove, this one is going to disappear, and you're gonna see here, no device connected. Again, remember that you need to use the correct extension for the files and also the correct format for the USB thumb drive, right? So basically that's the setup for this Cibest mini projector, the W13. I hope that helps. If you have some questions, just leave here and also leave your comments, and go watch your other videos if you're having some issues here with the USB connection or with the sound on the Fire Stick. All right? I hope that helps. Subscribe to this channel, leave your comments, and I see you in the next video.